This is an attempt by Gavin Newsom to hyper gerrymander California in a way that would potentially reduce, or at least his stated goal is to reduce the number of Republican members of Congress from California from 9 out of 52 to 4 out of 52. And he's done that by drawing a map that is completely engineered to minimize Republican representation with crazy shapes. My district would kind of resemble an elephant with a trunk that's drawn such a way as to collect Democrat voters. Now, what's especially troubling about this is that, number one, we're not supposed to be doing redistricting at all right now. You're only supposed to do that once every 10 years after the census at the beginning of the decade. But Newsom has decided he needs to grab for these extra seats right now. But even worse than that is that he and the legislature have no authority to draw maps. California voters have repeatedly stated that politicians should not draw maps in our state. Instead, they've set up an independent citizens commission to do that. So what Newsom has decided is that he doesn't want the commission to do this anymore. He's trying to push them aside and force the map that he's drawn upon our state, tearing up the one that's been in place that the independent commission drew. Now, in order to do that, he has to actually go and get approval from voters, because it was the voters themselves who set up the independent commission in the first place. So that's what Prop 50 is an initiative that is on the ballot. You're going to get your ballot in the mail this week that says vote yes, and thereby abolish the state's independent commission, adopt the map drawn by Gavin Newsom, and return California to the era of political gerrymandering.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that sets the stage for this. The Los Angeles Times reported that California voters were mailed inaccurate guides ahead of the November special election. And then, of course, I ran over to your account to see what you were saying, what your take was on this, Kevin. And you said, I am calling for Prop 50 to be rescheduled to abide by existing statutory and constitutional timelines. This latest outrageous error will cost millions to correct. A banana republic-style election based on misinformation and voter suppression will do grave damage to our state. So I thought, okay, I'm going to grab my little guide and see if my guide is in fact inaccurate. And for those listening who can't see it, this is my legitimate guide that came in the mail. And I have a red circle around this little district up north that says 22. And then you go south a little bit, and there's another little district that says 22. So there is, in fact, a very serious error on this guide that went out to California voters. What in the world is going on, and what does this mean? I can't believe it.
It's so insane. Newsom's faced two major challenges in making this happen. Number one, there wasn't enough time to hold this special election to throw out the map and bring in his new map in time for it to be used in the 2026 election. And then his second problem was that the voters do not want this. So how does he overcome these two challenges? Number one, he just throws out every single piece of election law that exists in our Constitution or in our statutes. So we have laws that say you have to have like 120 days before an election actually happens when you propose an initiative. You have laws that specify how many days in advance you have to get the voter guides and how much time you have to give voters to process the ballot arguments and all this sort of thing that are designed to promote a true democratic deliberative process. All of that thrown out the window. So they've rushed this thing to the ballot as quickly as they can in order to make it so the map can be used in 2026. And because everything is being done so hastily, you're getting ridiculous errors like the one you just pointed out, where we have two District 22s in this new map. So by the way, this thing is costing $282 million just to hold this special election. It's now going to cost millions more to send corrections for that erroneous voter guide.
So I was wondering how are they going to correct it, right? Because it's a total fail. It's not correct. So how are they going to fix this? Oh, they're sending out postcards. Don't worry. They're going to send out
millions more dollars just to correct